can be 100% authentic in what you're sharing, but that doesn't mean you have to share 100% of your life. Hey girl, hey, it's me, Amber D, and thank you so much for coming through for another video. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, girl. So we have reached episode 6 of my Kobe Year series. So if you are not familiar, this year, 2024, I have decided to honor the greatest 24 of all time, Kobe Bryant, and make this year my Kobe year. And what that means for me is that each month I have chosen a different goal to set my focus on. So that way, by the end of the year, I have become a better, more well-rounded person and that much closer to my Mamba mentality lifestyle. And here we are in month June, and we are focusing on balancing creator life and real life. So let's get into it. All right, so I have my notes here because I know me, and I know I can just start rambling and get completely off topic and then have to cut a bunch of stuff out that didn't even need to go in the video. So first up, I just kind of want to talk about some content creator tips that have helped me enjoy the content creating process, from creating content to editing content to publishing the content. I enjoy the whole process, and it was not like that when I first started creating content, especially creating content from multiple platforms. So there are some things that I've learned along the way that I've been doing, especially here more recently, that just make the whole process a lot more enjoyable for me. First up, I decided to vlog with my phone versus with a camera. Now, I've had my YouTube channel for years and years and years, and mostly I didn't post on my YouTube in those first years. I mostly just had a YouTube channel, but I was just watching YouTube videos. And then I started posting videos, but they were just more or less random videos here and there, about random topics here and there. And then I decided to take vlogging seriously towards the end of 2022. So that year for Christmas, I asked for a vlogging camera, and my husband got me one. It is at 4K Ultra HD. Other than that, I have no details for you. It's not a Sony, it's not a Canon, it's nothing like that. This is very much a starter camera, because I am the clumsy friend. I knew going in that I was going to drop this camera more often than most, and I didn't want to start off with something super expensive and drop it and break it and be completely devastated. So I started off with a very simple starter camera, and I loved it. I was creating on here all the time. I had different lenses. I had the different little fuzzy, the little fuzzy things to help with sound. And it was just, I enjoyed vlogging with the camera. I had even worked through my fear of vlogging with the camera in public. I would go into stores and restaurants with my vlogging camera, and I would have it out, and people would be looking, but I just kind of got to the point where, I had to ask myself, am I going to put my camera down because people are looking at me, people that I don't know and probably will never see again? Or am I going to keep my camera out and get the money shot for my vlog? Because if creating content is something I'm taking seriously, then I'm going to have to work through all of those type of fears. And I did, and I actually enjoyed vlogging with my camera. And then it got to the point where I felt like it was just a lot. It was a lot to be out and about, trying to enjoy whatever experience I was doing that day, and to be trying to get footage on my camera for a long form video, to be trying to get footage on my phone for a short form video, and then also pictures for other content and my thumbnails and all those type of things. It was just a lot. So about halfway through 2023, I decided to go back to vlogging on my phone, and creating, especially vlogging, just became that much easier for me. Creating the content, holding my phone sideways for my long form videos, creating content, holding my phone normally up and down for short form videos, and just be able to get a quick picture here and there. I was able to get a lot more content without having to switch back and forth between different devices or try to have my husband hold one for me or redo this and then, okay, let me go back and walk over here again so I can get the, I was like, it was just becoming a lot that I didn't feel like was necessary in order to get the money shot. I didn't have to have two different devices. I could just use the one. So I went back to logging on my phone halfway through 2023, and then Christmas of 2023, I asked for a new phone so that way I had better quality footage from my phone that I was getting for long and short form videos. So for me, I prefer to vlog and create on my phone versus having a separate camera or something like that. That's just my personal preference. You do what's best for you, but that's what works for me. Another thing that really helped me in the creation process was to have a plan. Whether I'm recording a vlog, a weekly vlog, a daily vlog, an actual video based around a specific topic like this one, I always have a plan. Whether I actually write out my plan and topics that I want to talk about, or I just have like a loose plan of things that I want to vlog for the day, I always go into it with some type of plan so that I'm just not, getting all this footage and then I don't really have an idea of how I want to put it all together. And then when I go back and look at all the footage that I have, it can sometimes kind of create, a really random, chaotic, all over the place vlog. And I like for my vlogs to be a little more focused on specific things. So for me, I have, a few months ago, I recently switched to creating weekly vlogs versus weekend vlogs or reset vlogs or daily vlogs. I kind of switched over to creating weekly vlogs. So I record at least a snippet of my day, Monday through Saturday. And I like my vlogs to be around 30 minutes, which averages out to be about 5 minutes per day. It doesn't always happen that way. Some days are 3 or 4 minutes, some days are 8 to 10 minutes, but they kind of average out to about 5 minutes per day. So I have a plan of what I'm going to record each day. I don't just record 3 hours of each day and then have to edit it down to 30 minutes. That's going to make the editing process a nightmare for me, and it's going to be way too long. It's going to take too long to get all my clips together. It's going to take too long to edit. It's going to take too long to download. It's going to take too long to upload. So I just have a plan of very specific clips that I want to get. So that way in the editing process, all I have to do is edit those clips together, and it's very specific. Like Monday, sometimes, Monday is when I start my week. So I'll start, my vlog, maybe I'm showing you getting ready or I'm going to work or something like that. And then, because I know I'm going to be getting home late, so I know I'm probably not going to record when I get home. So I focus my Monday footage on something earlier in the day. Tuesdays, I'm off and I'm usually creating content for what's going to be my Wednesday video. So sometimes Tuesday, my videos, my clip for Tuesday is kind of focused around content creating, or it may be about, something chilling, resting, relaxing after I've created my content. Since it's my day off from work, sometimes that's when I go get my nails done. So I have very specific things that I do on Tuesdays because my schedule is a little bit freer since I'm not at work. I have a little bit more range of what I post, of what I create, what I clip, my clips for Tuesday. But it's still I still have a plan for what those are going to be. Wednesdays are typically kind of up in the air. It's my half day at work, so I do have a little more freedom as far as time to create. Thursdays, I usually try to incorporate some type of skincare. Fridays, I typically try to incorporate what I make for dinner. Usually it's a quick and easy, simple dinner on Fridays because that's the end of my work week. So sometimes I'll take you through what how I'm actually preparing the meal. Sometimes I'll just show you after, everything is already plated and we're about to eat. And then Saturday is whatever I'm doing on Saturday. If I'm working Saturday morning, then I'm doing like a little shopping or lunch on Saturday afternoon. Or if I'm off Saturday and I'm doing my hair or whatever, Saturday is typically where I allow myself to have more freedom because it's kind of been a little bit more structured and planned out during the week. But I have that plan for myself because I know I want to stay consistent. So I always have something in mind to create. I'm not just out here winging it and then I don't have anything and then I didn't pick up my camera for 3 or 4 days. I like to stay consistent, so I always like to have a plan. And what I would probably say has helped me in my content creation process the most and for the longest amount of time is batching content. I started batching content back when I had my boutique and I was creating content for my personal Instagram page, my boutique's Instagram page, and then also my random videos for YouTube. And it was a lot to try to create content for 3 different areas, but have the same amount of time that I always had. Like, I didn't have 3 times the time to create this content for 3 different pages, but I had to figure out a way to get 3 times the amount of content from 1 or 2 days of work ultimately. So like on the days that I was off, Saturday and Sunday typically, I would be trying to create content for my personal page for the week, for my boutiques page for the week, and then whatever YouTube video I was posting that week. So I would do my makeup and my hair and get all dressed and ready, and I would usually incorporate that footage into short form content, whether it be a reel or shorts or something like that. And that way I had something to post on my personal page, a get ready with me type of situation. And then also while I was getting ready, whatever my outfit of the day was, which would usually be 1 to 2 outfits, I would record that separately, and that would be for my boutiques page. I would have my something on for my boutique, whether it was a top or bottom, a dress, a whole outfit, just 1 to 2 pieces, jewelry, accessories, and I would be able to have that as my outfit for the day. And I would take those pictures or a short little reel, something like that, and have that specifically for my boutiques content for the week. And then when I'm posting for my personal page and I had on something for my boutique, I can always tag my boutique to create some authentic user-generated content for 2 completely separate pages. And sometimes I would always love to support other small businesses. So if I have like a lipstick or some lashes or something from another small business while I was recording my get ready with me for my personal page, when I'm posting that video, I'm able to tag that small business, and I'm also able to tag my small business. And then when that other small business is reposting what I posted tagging them, they're also reposting, my small business as well, because they're tagged together. So that was a way for me to kind of create authentic user generated content for my boutique from myself, and then also some content for another page that was also benefiting both of my pages. And then once I had my makeup and my hair done and my outfit all together, and I created my short form content for those 2 pages, then I would get into my long form video for YouTube. So I didn't waste a day, and I actually did the exact same thing today. While I was doing my makeup, I created a short form video to post on YouTube. And when I post that video, it'll go live on the same day that this video goes live. And it'll be like I'm doing my makeup, get ready with me type of situation. And when I post that short, I'll be able to tag this video in it, which is one thing that I love that YouTube allows you to do. I'll be able to tag this video in it. So if that shorts, gets a lot of views, it'll send some extra views and possibly subscribers to my page and also to this specific video. So batching content, if I was going to be doing my makeup for this video anyway, I may as well record it and get a shorts video for it. Since it is early in the day and I'm already creating this video, I'm actually going to do something later in the day, and I'm going to do a little get ready with me outfit of the day type of situation, short form video. And it's also, just kind of repurposing this same hair and makeup, but it'll get me another shorts video that I can tag another long form video and kind of get that evergreen type of content out there, to where it's not I'm not posting just to be posting this video. I'm posting it to tag another video. I'm posting it that's going to help people. They'll see that I create different types of videos. They'll see that I create get ready with me makeup videos, that I'll create outfit get ready with me outfit fashion type videos, that I create creator content type videos, vlogs, and it's just bringing a different types of audiences to me, to where I wouldn't just get that from just posting the shorts by itself. And one last thing that really does help me in my content creator process is making the editing process so much easier for myself. So especially since switching back to creating on my phone, I have my regular SD card that has all my pictures, my different albums, picture albums saved. And then I have a really big SD card that has a lot of space that I use for my actual vlog clips. So every day when I'm getting the specific clips for vlogging, I'll put those in a certain album, and then I'll transfer the clips from that album to my big SD card that has all the space. I usually edit throughout the week. So Monday, I'll get my clips from Monday, and then I'm off on Tuesday. I'll get those clips, and then later in the day on Tuesday, I'll edit Monday and Tuesday together. And then, sometimes I'm off on Thursday, so I'll get my clips from Wednesday and Thursday. I'll add that on to my Monday and Tuesday video. And then by the end of the week, come Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, when I'm editing to get ready to post my video, my weekly vlog on Sunday, all I have to do is add on Friday and Saturday to what I've already edited together, earlier in the week. And so it doesn't take me that long to wrap up the editing process, and that way I can get everything downloaded and uploaded to YouTube on Saturday night, and then I'll just set it as a premiere to go live on Sunday morning. But what I do, once I have all my clips on my SD card that has all the space, I'll put that SD card in my tablet, and I'll edit from my tablet instead of editing from my laptop, which I know is how most people edit, but for me, editing on my laptop just took way too long, and it just made me hate editing. Once I switched to editing on my tablet, I use the app. It's called YouCut, I believe. Yeah, it's called YouCut Video Editor. The app itself, how it works, I'm pretty sure it's owned by the same people, but I use InShot to edit like my thumbnails, and I'll put like several pictures together to edit my thumbnails, and I'll have all my photos from the week. I'll put those in InShot, and I'll be able to use my weekly vlog and the different captions and stuff on there. And you can do videos on InShot as well, but I just use on my phone to do videos on Video Maker, which is also owned by InShot. So I'm able to use the same fonts and everything from my thumbnail onto my long form videos. And that's what I do to edit my short form videos and my thumbnails and things like that. And then for my long form videos on my tablet, I use the app YouCut, and it's also owned by InShot. So I'm able to use the same fonts and everything for the script, so everything is cohesive, from my thumbnails to my short form videos to my long form videos. Everything is all the same to my brand, so it's recognizable to people, whether they are long time subscribers or newer. They know that what's on my shorts is going to be similar to what's on my long form videos, especially if they found me on YouTube. Obviously, they'll see everything is really cohesive. So I'm using different apps, but they're all owned by the same people, so they use the same thing, so it's all cohesive. I'm pretty sure you could do the same thing with InShot. You could do the pictures and the videos for long form and short form all on one app on InShot. I just prefer to use the different three, even though ultimately they're all the same thing. But editing videos, short form videos, is what I was more comfortable doing before I started taking vlogging and everything more seriously. So I was already really comfortable editing short form videos. So to be able to edit long form videos the same way that I'm editing short form videos, it just makes the whole process that much easier, as far as adding the clips, editing them together, adding the scripts, adding the text, adding the music. Like, it's all exactly the same as how I was doing my short form videos. It's all exactly the same for doing my long form videos. So I didn't have to get used to or learn something completely different in order to make it easier for myself. All I had to do was revert back to what I was doing for my short form videos, and it made the whole process that much easier. So I highly recommend. And then as far as balancing my life as a creator and real life, the main thing that helps me, especially as far as when I'm having a plan of what type of content I'm going to create for the week or the month or the year, is keeping my real life aesthetic. I'm not going to set up these completely fake backdrops or set up a whole fake scene just to get the shot for my vlog or for a short form video or anything like that. What I'm sharing with you in my vlogs and my short form video, my long form videos, and my pics, my thumbnails, and anything that you see from me is something that's happened in my real life. I'm not just doing something just for the sake of my vlog. I'm not creating a scene just to get content. I'm giving you what my real life is giving. And however aesthetic it may or may not be, just know that it's my real life. Sometimes things come out super cute and it's like, ooh girl, that's a cute little aesthetic. And sometimes it's like, you girl, that was a little rough, but that's how it's gonna come across because that's how it really was. Whether it's really cute and smooth and aesthetic or a little bit rough around the edges, just know it's all me. It's all my real, authentic life aesthetic. And so that helps me when creating content. I don't have to go through all the trouble of being fake and then trying to remember what I said or remember what I did to keep everything cohesive, or set up this whole thing and then people think that's really my life and then they never see it again because I don't feel like going through all the trouble or it really was just kind of fake and one big lie. It's not really how I'm really living. I really just would rather keep it real and be honest with you. And that's how I want to, draw the people to me that are interested in the things that I'm posting, and not get somebody here that is expecting one thing when actually they're really going to get another. But one of the things that I do in order to keep my vlogs real, but also keep my life as a real person, I feel like everybody needs some level of privacy to a certain extent. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm naturally just a private person. I share what I want to share, but there's also a lot underneath the surface that social media will never see. And I think that's the key to a really balanced life as a creator, and living a real life living a real life in real life, is having boundaries that you set, what you are willing to share, what you are not willing to share. Me, I share different things about my job. I don't share everything about my job. I share certain things about my relationship with my husband. I don't share everything about my relationship with my husband. I share my house. I don't share every single square inch of my house. There are certain things that I keep just for me specifically, and that helps me to separate my life as a content creator and my real life. And even though what I'm giving you as a content creator, the content that I'm putting out is real, it's not all of me. It's 100% real, but it's not 100% of my life. And I think that's very important, to have those things separate. You can be 100% authentic in what you're sharing, but that doesn't mean you have to share 100% of your life. And one of the things I'm learning now is the importance of content breaks. And I definitely understood how that makes sense. I've definitely, especially when I was creating content for my personal Instagram page, before I just kind of decided to take like a real Instagram break, which turned into a year-long Instagram break, I was creating content for my personal page, my business page, and for YouTube. And I would definitely burn out, because if I'm doing this, I want to be all in. I want to be consistent. I want to stay up with what I said I'm going to do. But doing so much was definitely burning me out, and I could feel when burnout was coming on. And then I would definitely take breaks, and it got to the point where when I was having my boutique, I felt like my boutique is what was burning me out, especially just kind of having it and being a one-woman show and still working and doing other things, and then also still creating and being a wife and all the things. Like, it's a lot. It's a real lot. And you just kind of have to get to a place where you want to do all the things, but you also need to listen to your body and know when it's time to take a break and just kind of sit down and step back from it all. So how I've been doing things lately, and especially in this past, I would say year, it's just got to the point where it's really comfortable for me. It's really easy and it's really enjoyable. And just because it's enjoyable, I just kept straight on through. Like, when I started taking vlogging seriously in January of 2023, I went straight through from posting 2 long form videos every single week, every Sunday, every Wednesday, from January 2023 all the way through the end of May of 2024. And I never felt burned out once. Not once. At that point, it was in April of 2023 that I decided to take a break from, no, that's not true. It was in January of 2023 that I decided to take a break from Instagram. And I decided to take a month break, and that turned into like a 4-month break. And then I decided, instead of going back, and hitting the ground running after this break, I decided to go ahead and close my boutique the summer of last year, right at my 4-year mark. I made it to 4 years of my boutique, and then I went ahead and closed it. And then I just kind of been creating content for YouTube since January 2023 all the way through May of 2024, consistently with no breaks. And even though I didn't feel burnout, I feel like it was still important to take content breaks, just to kind of remind yourself what life is like without creating content. Because for a very, very, very long time, I lived life and I was happy and doing just fine without creating any content on a regular basis. And you kind of forget what that's like when you're creating it for so long, so consistently. So at the beginning of this month, I did decide to take a break at the insistence of my husband. I fought it at first. He kept telling me, you need to take a break. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm doing really good. Because again, I know what burnout feels like, and I wasn't feeling that. But when I sat back and realized, I was like, you know what? I think it will be healthy for me to take a break. And I did. And it felt good to go through the week without picking up my camera to vlog, without specifically taking a picture of anything that I wanted to get for my thumbnail later, or trying to get a quick clip for this that I can edit back into a shorts later or something like that. Like it just felt good. Not to, I was kind of like, should I still? No, we was taking a break, and it felt good. I didn't feel like I wanted to extend my break like I did when I was taking my break from my boutique. I didn't feel like I need to extend it or keep pushing out when I was gonna come back. I just took my little break and it felt good, and then I came back and it felt great. So I decided to incorporate a 1 week annual break into my content creating plan, my content creating process. Every year at the beginning of June, I decided to just take a break from creating content, and that way I can get that break in before the end of second quarter and hit the ground running going into third quarter to be able to hit my creator goals. Because even though content creation is something that's really fun and enjoyable for me, it is something that I want to continue to grow. So I have to, have a plan in how I want to grow myself as a creator and my platform, my community, but that doesn't eliminate breaks. So I've decided to incorporate that into my content creator plan and, see how that can be more beneficial for me in real life and then also for me as a content creator. But yeah, girl, that is it for me. I hope these tips and tricks have helped you in your journey as a content creator, something that you can take with you and make the process easier and more enjoyable for you, but also the importance of setting boundaries and taking breaks as a content creator, even when you're still very much in the growing process. So I thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.